YouTube has a new feature that allows you to generate thumbnail ideas using AI
Way!
for whatever video you've uploaded. And I believe it gives you 3 ideas and it gives you a short wee description of why it did what it did. So I thought I would try this out. I will never use this, actually. But I thought I would try it out to see what garbage it would spew out. And then we will review it with our resident thumbnail expert, Sidekick.
Always a pleasure to be on the show. Thank you for the invitation today.
So the first thumbnail, we'll just go in order of what they spewed them out at. So the first thumbnail is
this for Merciless?
This is, yes, I should also say that, I suppose. I generated this in the last video, the last exotic review, which was for Merciless. So this was thumbnail A. This, I will give you the description. I will read it out to you. The description for this thumbnail was ranking. This design features a prominent tier list graphic showing the Merciless being placed into the A tier with a mysterious S tier silhouette to drive curiosity. In this episode, the final ranking is the core payoff, and this visual directly promises that answer while teasing what might be better.
So it already gives the answer by putting it into A, but it still has the question mark and S?
Exactly, despite the fact that it's literally, the video is just about putting Merciless into the A category. There is, like, what's in the S tier doesn't matter. So I call this the lying thumbnail, because it's creating a fake mystery about what could be in the S tier when it doesn't matter.
It's also not Merciless.
No, this is what I like to call Merciless at home.
Like, it's the handle is somewhat similar, but like, what is all the gold stuff?
I don't know. The background also threw me off for a wee while, because I was like, is that the last city? But then it's like neon and stuff.
It looks like Neomuna.
Yeah, but
it isn't.
Like, the thing at the top beside the S category, I then thought was like an arc shield, but it's not. And like the thing underneath Merciless beside the blue tier is just some random energy orb. So I genuinely think this is not a Destiny related thumbnail at all. This is just generic futuristic game. Like, I think you could plop this for like a cyberpunk video and it would still be like, okay.
But you know what? At least it did in fact use its own version of Merciless, both for the big one and to put into the A tier. It didn't change the gun.
I suppose that's consistent at least. Would you like to see the second one?
I don't know, do I?
The second thumbnail is this. Now, what you will notice is Merciless is actually here. Mind-blowing. This is actually Merciless. I think it's taken some liberties with the design slightly. Like, it's crisper than what you see in Destiny 2, but it's at least recognizable as Merciless. What are your immediate thoughts whilst I get the description?
Well, once again, it immediately spoilers the A. Like, the heck? Then what is the explosion thing? But that is actually, here, what is it, Cosmodrome? No, not Cosmodrome. Nessus, yeah, so it is actually Nessus. But like...
So the description for this one, this is apparently Concept 2 review. A high-detail weapon showcase that uses a massive glowing A-grade overlay and solar-themed effects to create a clean, authoritative review vibe. Note how it said solar-themed effects, but the beam coming out of the weapon is purple.
It also changes from yellow to purple.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. This concept functions like a professional scorecard, giving viewers an immediate verdict on the weapon's quality before they even read the title, and thus spoils the entire video? Like, I don't really understand this one, but what I find fascinating is clearly it's meant to be Nessus. But the supposed Guardian on the right-hand side, if you actually look at it, is unrecognizable. Like, it looks like it's falling apart.
That is meant to be a Guardian?
I think so.
It looks like something, if you were to zoom in, I would think, can you zoom in? Honestly, if I've never played Fallout. Is it? No, not Fallout. The super colorful one with the unicorn stick.
Fortnite?
Fortnite, yes. I've never played Fortnite. But if you would show me that character, I would assume Fortnite.
I suppose, but it's more the fact that, like, the leg just stops.
Yeah, that's why I sort of think Fortnite, because I don't understand Fortnite characters.
Fair enough, I suppose. I think this is meant to be a Guardian, but it just has. It's typical AI, just hasn't completed it yet. The solar thing is inconsistent. I don't like it. Surprise, surprise. Would you like to see concept 3? Split screen comparison.
Oh, I don't like split screen comparisons.
Prepare yourself, for this is
dear.
the most AI looking one of the bunch. Here we go.
Boss Melter. Can you zoom in on the handsome fella on the left?
This handsome fella.
No, on the left.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about.
No, the handsome fella on the.
This is redacted.
With who knows from which season?
So.
Cabal cosplay from Temu?
Yeah, I think that's an accurate comparison. This guy on the right's clearly meant to be like a boss Cabal, but I couldn't tell you anything more beyond that. The silhouette just matches. So, concept 3. This narrative-driven design highlights the click moment from your transcript, contrasting low damage against minor enemies with boss melter DPS. By visualizing the realization that this weapon is a boss damage powerhouse, you create a compelling before versus after story that viewers want to understand.
But it's not a before and after situation.
No, it's not at all. It's literally just it's suited for bosses. It's not really suited for for lower health enemies. It's not a before and after thing. I didn't do anything in the video to make Merciless start doing more damage. So it's just fundamentally not understood what's going on here. But I mean,
certified AS artificial stupidity.
A few other things that I would like to point out about this one, which I find fascinating, is that Merciless is in fact merciless on both sides and has a consistent design. But the Guardian on the left, who I think is meant to be a Warlock, is holding Merciless in the left hand, which is never seen, and is holding it weirdly. Cabal guy obviously isn't a Cabal, but is. It's a yellow health bar, despite the fact it's meant to be a minor enemy, but the boss has a red health bar, which I hadn't actually realized until I just started saying it.
Also, the minor boss actually has been damaged, whilst the big boss has not been damaged.
Very true, very true. The symbol beside the health bar makes no sense and isn't coherent. Obviously, the name is blurred against small guy, and it's incoherent demon words above the boss. The split line looks like it was drawn in MS Paint, and boss melter is the most generic YouTuber text I've seen in my life, which is obviously why it's put it there. But other things, the overshield on like supposedly my Guardian is fascinating, because I think in the video I was using an exotic which gives me a void overshield, so I think it's actually pulled this from the video. But I can also tell that the void overshield isn't actually Destiny because it's too shiny, so it's done it itself. And then the background, I guess, is Nessus, but it's less recognizable as Nessus compared to the other ones. Like, I find this one to be more interesting from the AI just has hallucinated point of view. It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
If you had to choose a favorite.
Oh.
Let me try to position all three on the screen. For the uninitiated, this is the actual thumbnail. And
I mean, the idea about that is because Melon is doing a series reviewing all exotic weapons in the game. We want to have a recognizable thumbnail that is going to be sort of the same for everything, sort of the same idea, which is why we have the season symbol in the background, gun in front, two sort of like keywords, the title, and then on the right, the exotic weapons review and ranking thing, and Melon's Guardian. So we don't really want to have something that's specific for the weapon, because we rather have the idea of the specific for this series. I mean, they're all vastly different from that, but I suppose I just can't understand that this is based on a series.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing is in the words for the second thumbnail, the like ranked A one. So I didn't read out the entire description. I only read out a chunk. It said that it created it like that to tie it into part of a larger series. So the idea, I guess, in this scenario would always have to be that stupid bold ranked text, have the weapon floating there, and then have your like A or your B or your S tier on top of it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
If I see it as a non-episode thing, because I suppose that adds an additional layer, I would actually say the third one would probably generate the most clicks. It is very wrong, but I think the idea behind it is quite good. Like the keyword of boss melter.
Which I guess the boss melter text, I guess, is sort of how, like I said, pocket heavy in the actual thumbnail.
Yeah.
So, you know, less of a Destiny term, more generic, but it's the same idea.
It's the kind of video that if you are watching at like 3 a.m. in the morning and you're just like, yeah, sure, why not, boss melter? I think in that case you would click more on the right thumbnail than the OG thumbnail.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If I had to rank them, I think I prefer the stupid ranked A one. I don't like any of them, but I think I like that one the most out of them. Just because it's like at least has some sort of series tie-in thing, and the weapon floating there and whatever is quite similar. Then I would do the boss melter one, and then absolute bottom would be the stupid mobile game merciless at home one. But this of course brings to the conclusion of if everyone starts using this tool, I imagine basically everyone's thumbnails are going to look the exact same, and you will have thumbnails like what we have, which will actually be different, and therefore I think will actually become more intriguing. Because
I actually along that line think it's gonna ping pong. It's first gonna go to everyone's gonna do this because it's gonna be the new thing. There's gonna be sort of the idea of like, oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that generates clicks. But it's gonna get boring.
yeah.
And then people will click on stuff that looks a bit different. Even if it's just for the feeling of like, hey, I actually want to watch something original. I want to watch something where people put in proper work. Because I think aside from, I suppose, the ranked with the big A on, the other two would be a bit of a pain. Like if you were to do it yourself. I mean, in all cases, you have to cut out the gun.
Yeah.
You know what? They wouldn't really.
I feel like, I mean, so the boss melter one is easy because it's just 2 screenshots with text. So whatever. The ranked A one, I guess, is just a screenshot from Destiny 2 with explosions in the background, a cut-out weapon, and then like the ranked A. So the most difficult thing there would probably be getting the explosions. The mobile game one, if you made the tier list thing yourself, it probably wouldn't look that good.
Yeah.
So I'm almost tempted to say that the tier list one is probably the most effort if you were to make it yourself.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But it certainly does pose an interesting concern, I think, for YouTube videos, because I think a lot of people are going to use this because I think there's a lot of people who don't like making thumbnails. I mean, I don't particularly like making thumbnails.
That's why you have a sidekick.
Yeah. And a lot of people also just have enough thumbnails. So making it like this is just more straightforward and easier. But I think it will lead to some sort of fatigue. And why has it made these 3 thumbnails? Because it scraped YouTube and found that these were the very popular thumbnails. I can tell you for a fact I've seen thumbnails that all fit these themes.
Yeah.
It's taken popular thumbnails and it's just grinded out one for your video. I will never use this feature. I'm probably never going to use it again, but it was interesting. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. Will you use this, or have you seen other videos using it? And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.